Hi, I'm Cara Maria Ananda from caramariaananda.com, and I am excited to answer a question today about lady stuff. I have a question from a reader who writes in, "Hi Cara, I'm at a loss and I am hoping that you can help me. I just went to the gynecologist and of course they want to send you for a mammogram every year. My problem is that I think between the radiation and the way that they torture you, I believe it'll cause cancer. So I'm asking you if you know of any other way to test your breasts for potential cancer. Thank you, Kathy." Well, thank you, Kathy, for writing in this question. This is one that I've been receiving a lot recently, so I really want to share this video to talk about options and alternatives to mammograms for monitoring our breast health, especially as we get older. So the conventional wisdom was that in the medical establishment that mammogram is the best way to examine and test our breasts for potentially cancerous formations. Now, it's very interesting that you mentioned that your gynecologist recommended that you get an annual mammogram because actually that's no longer current medical protocol. Currently, it is now recommended that women over 50 years old receive a mammogram every 2 years. It used to be that every woman over 40 was encouraged to get a mammogram every year, but now the guidelines and regulations are delayed and spaced out more. So I hope this gives you a little bit of a breather and some information to come back to talk to your doctor about whether or not that's really necessary. Now, of course, I am not a medical doctor. And so I really believe that you need to do the research on your own to find out your choices and options and make the best decision for yourself. But I'm an educator and I really like to share options and information and evidence-based research with people so that you can really come up with the confidence to know that you're choosing the right path for you. So mammograms are very interesting because mammograms, they can detect, yes, cancer in women's breasts, but at the same time, as you said, they're kind of like torture. I mean, in order to get a mammogram, they take these two really cold plates and they take your breast and they squish it down to almost like an inch in between. And I mean, for women who have very large breasts, this is like extreme compression, tears in your eyes. I have had my dear friends call me up after having to have mammograms and just crying because of the pain that they felt in their breasts. And since I wrote my very popular article called Viva La Boobies, 7 Things to Know About Breasts, which you can read on my blog, I've had so many messages and emails from women who've talked about how painful and sensitive their breasts are and what can they do to help reduce any kind of inflammation and tenderness in their breasts. So when I think about how many women experience breast tenderness and soreness at different times of the month or even all the time, the idea of a mammogram squishing and compressing that breast tissue painfully just gives me shivers. So the other thing about that is just the compression itself has actually been shown to potentially spread cancer cells because it compresses the cells and can cause the spreading of the cancerous tissue. So that is a potential dangerous side effect of mammograms. The other thing is that mammograms are very high dosage of radiation. In fact, 1 mammogram is equal to 1,000 chest or spinal x-rays. That's an incredible amount of radiation. And it's been said that 1 mammogram ages you a year. So the idea of women over 50 going to get mammograms every year seems crazy. I mean, that just is going to like send you to an earlier death just because of the exposure to so much radiation plus the compression of our sensitive breast tissues. So what is a healthy solution? What other options do we have? Well, number one, I think it's really important to get to know your breasts, to touch your breasts regularly and to feel them. It's very, very normal to have lumps and to have irregular textures within your breast tissue. But if you are massaging and touching and feeling your breasts regularly, then you can find out, if something is really painful or really sensitive, or if it's different, if it's grown, but you didn't feel it there before, then you can start to know. In fact, feeling your own breasts and doing breast self-exams is the #1 way that women detect cancer in women younger than 50. So self-breast exams are the safest and the best way to help make sure that you are examining and in touch with your breasts and keeping your breasts healthy. Also, massaging your breasts is a really, really healthy thing to do to get the circulation, the lymphatic fluid going, as well as sending love and appreciation for this amazing, beautiful part of your body. So touch your breasts. And there's a great website that'll give you more information about breast self-exams and why it's important to feel your own breasts. You can check out this website. It's called feelyourboobies.com. And feelyourboobies.com is a really, really great resource for you to find out more information about how to appropriately do a self-breast exam. Now, the next thing is thermography. Thermography is an amazing alternative to mammograms. Well, mammograms use radiation, and radiation is known to be a carcinogen. It can cause cancer within our body. So if we're concerned about cancer, the idea of exposing our sensitive breast tissues to such a high dosage of radiation seems kind of crazy. But thermography is a really great solution. It's been around for a long time. There's been some debate about it because mammograms are an extremely profitable industry. So the people that are doing mammograms, the people that create the mammogram machines, the insurance companies that make money off of it, the doctors that make money off of it, they don't want to be getting rid of their profit. But thermography has been around for a while. There's a lot of research into it, and thermography actually can detect breast lumps and inflammation in the breast tissues that could be precancerous more than mammograms. Now, the thing about thermography is that it's really detecting heat within your body. So you really need to make sure that the person that you're going to has a very well cared for thermography machine that is very accurate, that the room is a stable temperature, that they're a very qualified technician. So choose your technicians very, very carefully, somebody who is well trained in breast thermography, and then you can get thermography as much as you want. You could get it annually, you could get it every 6 months. There is no risk or side effects to thermography. And what happens is that when cancer is starting to grow within the breast tissue, it actually is very ravenous, and it creates this as it's consuming energy and growing. It creates an inflammation, and it creates a higher heat source. So the thermography can detect if there's areas in your breasts that are hotter than the other areas, and that helps to show you where there might be an issue going on with your breast. Now, mammograms have these dangerous side effects of really high levels of radiation, as well as being very uncomfortable, and the compression potentially causing spreading of any cancerous cells. On the other hand, mammograms have also led to a very high rate of breast biopsies because they have a very high rate of false positives. So a lot of women go through mammograms and then end up getting breast biopsies, which end up coming back negative and fine, but go through this incredible experience of pain and uncomfortableness and fear of having cancer, and then the waiting period, and all that stress is not good for you. So the number one thing to do to protect your breasts from cancer is to love your breasts. Our breasts are organs of love. They're designed to breastfeed our babies, to love our babies and nurture our babies. And if you want to have good health with your breasts, you need to love and nurture your breasts. So ladies, feel your boobies, touch your breasts, and say, I love you. I love my breasts. You need to become your own breast friend. And there's something so powerful and so positive about love and appreciation that when you love your body, you support your immune system. You support your body to be balanced and healthy and to be able to create homeostasis and health and vitality. You'll also feel better about your body. You'll love it. So you'll feel more sensual, you'll feel more excited, and you're going to be healthier. So remember, feel your boobies. Look into thermography as a safe option to mammograms. Make sure that you're not getting mammograms too often. Mammograms are recommended for women over 50 to get every other year now. And remember to love your breasts. So thank you, ladies. I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you'd like to hear more, please go to my website at karamariaananda.com and sign up for my newsletter. You'll also get a free subscription to my online digital publication of Divina Magazine. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can find out about more videos that I'm going to be sharing coming soon. Okay, bye-bye.